So first of all, good morning everyone. My name is Ritesh, and today in this video we are just basically going to discussing about that what is the meaning of the data types in the Java programming world. Okay. So what is the meaning of the data types? If anyone is asking, then you must have to give the answer that data type is nothing but a data type is a word which defining the types of the data. These types of the words will be called the data types in a single words. Okay. And after that I want to say you something that how many types of the data types in this world, in this programming world. So we can say that mainly 5 types of the data in this world, that is the programming. Okay, so first one is the integer, which contains the 4 byte size, and the character, which contains the 2 bytes. In C, that one contains only 1 byte, and also in C++ 1 byte. But here in C, in the Java, our characters will be contains the 2 bytes, and the float also there in the C or C++, and Java also contains the 4 bytes size. Okay, and double always contains 8 bytes. So I hope that you have clarity all these things in this data types. So basically 5 types of the data types, and after double we have also the string types of the data types. Okay, so string types data types contains how many sizes we can't say. Okay, if we are going to create any string types of the variable, and there we are going to assigning the only 2 characters. Okay, means we are going to combine 2 characters and create one string. So at a time 4 byte will be there, 4 byte. And if you are going to assign the Ritesh word, that is a Ritesh 5 word is here. Okay, 5 letter, sorry for that. So 5 into 2 equal to 10 byte will be there. Okay, so I hope that you have clarity about the sizes of the string. So in this video we are just basically going to implement through the codes about the all these things about our data types. Okay, so let's start this video. So we can see that we must have one application layer for the write the all this source code. So one IDE should be there. Okay, so we have Apache NetBeans IDE. Okay, there we are going to write the all this source code. So for the create the new project, we must have to click this icon, that is a new project is here, and Java with ant, this one you must have to choose, and after then next, and then here we have to give the project name. So I am just taking that is a data, and finish. So our file is a source file is creating right now, our project is creating. Okay, so here we can see that when we need to import the packages, then we can import here. Okay, and uh, if you want to create the variables, that is identifiers, that is the members of the class, we can create also here and inside the method also. Okay, and I want to say you something a special, that is a always our project name will be same as our public class name. Okay, if that one will be not public, then there is no need. Okay, but if this one is public, then 100% need required is also required here. Okay, that our project name will be same as our public class name. Okay, and here what are we going to do? Why we are going to say that Java is the 100% oops concept? Because we are binding the main method inside the class, that is 100% secure. Okay, so this is the main reason that this one called the oops concepts. Okay, and after that I want to say you something, that today in this video we are basically going to see that what is the meaning of the data types. Okay, so we have the mainly 4 types of the data types, 5 types of the data types, sorry for that. So we have the first one is the integer types of the data types. So I am just taking variable, that is identifier, that is a x. Okay, and then we must have to initialize something, because Java never provide the garbage collection. This is the also one advantages in the Java, that is 100% oops concept, 100% secure also. Okay, And after that I want to save something, that we have the second one, that is a data type, character types of the data type. So I am just taking C and assign here A. Okay, and then what am I going to do? After this one we have the string. So first letter of the string will be big, and then a string name is, I'm just taking S identifier. Okay, and after that I am just assigning some values, that is a hoi, and then semicolon. So we have to created three identifiers, and after that what am I going to do? I am just taking another one variable, that is a for the floating, that is I am just taking, that is a float, for the floating value, that is a identifier I am taking, which is a if for the variable name. Okay, and then floating value I am just taking here. Okay, so by default our compiler will be not understand that what is this. Okay, so we need to, okay, so we must have to include the if in the last of our decimal values for the float. Okay, and then our compiler, our interpreter will be understand that what's happening here. Our JVM will be provide, our JVM will be confirm. Okay, and JVM never contains the garbage collection in the Java program for the any variables, for the any identifiers. Okay, so this is the main reason that all these things we are going to assign it. And the last one is a double. Okay, so double, and then D is the identifier name is here, and double if I'm just going to assigning something like this. Okay, and then semicolon. So there is a no any errors, because if you are going to use the float, and here we are not going to give the if in the last, so at a time this one is going to give the one error. You can see that incompatible types, it is a possible lossy conversions from double to float. So this one error will be here. So that's why we need to say to our JVM that we are going to created one identifier for the floating values. Okay, so that's the reason that we have to, all these things is done. And after that what are we going to do? We can use the SOUT and then tab for the print the values. So I am just taking, that is a X and then C, and after that X. Okay, and then what am I going to do? C. Okay, and then again plus, and again I am just taking here. Okay, so you can see that what are you going to do? So everything will be print here. Again plus, that is a concatenate. Okay, plus icon is just like a concatenate for the concatenate. Okay, and after this we have the if identifier, and then we have the last one, that is a D. So all these things will be print here. We will see that how all these things happening. Okay, so let's compile and run our source code. Compile. Our source file is just compiling right now. So build successfully, no any types of the errors, and then our running our source code. So we can see that first one output, that is a 787. This one is the integer types, and here we have the A. Okay, so A is printing for this one, that is a C. Okay, and then here we have the HEY, that is a string. Okay, and then 878.7 something like this, whatever we have to write written here. And after that we have the 787.7878. So here we can also see that 787 and also same as here. Okay, so with the help of all these things, that with the help of the coordinate we can do this one. Okay, so let's that here mod \n is working or not. With practically we are going to see. Okay, so basically we are going to use the \n, then what will be happen, we are going to see here. Again we are going to run our source code. So we can see that our all these data is output as a new line. All this data is going to the new line. Okay, because the main reason is here that our compiler or interpreter is coming here and then see that first of all print the value of the x variable, and then new line cursor will be moved to the next line, and then print the value of the c variable, and then next line move from the first line after move from that line to the next line. Okay, so again and again that one is going to do, and again this one is printing. Okay, so I hope that you have clarity all these things here. And I want to say you something: the integer contains the 4 bytes size, and character contains the 2 byte size, and here we have the string contains the n byte size, and finally float is contains the 4 byte, and the last one is the double is containing the 8 bytes. Okay, so we have the total size is 84 and 84, that is a 12, and here we have the 3 characters inside this string, that means we have the 6. Okay, so we can also take the 6 byte, so 10, 18, and then 20 and 24. Our size of all this program is only and only for the variables only 24 bytes. Okay, so we can see that how can we calculate all these things, and how can we implement the all these data types through the codes we have to discuss in this video. Okay, so I hope that you have clarity all these things about the data types in this video. So let's bye, meet you again in the next video with the next level of the programming concepts. So I hope that you have clarity, but if you have any types of the questions, you can ask me with the help of your comment box. Okay, so let's bye, meet you again in the next video. Let's bye.